Hi there, I'm Zach, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Bosch 12-volt drill. It's a handy little drill that's useful in a lot of applications, so stay tuned to find out why you need one, or maybe why you don't. On this channel, we equip you with the best tools and techniques needed to maintain and repair a house. And as we take a look at the Bosch 12-volt drill, we're going to look at a tool that a lot of people might dismiss as too small, inadequate. Why go with 12 volts when you can get 18 or 24 volts? Well, there might be some truth to those thoughts, but for me, I've found this little drill to be exactly what I need. My first need for this came several years ago when I bought a laundromat, and I found myself, of course, doing a lot of maintenance on the washers and dryers there. And my biggest need wasn't to drill big holes or mix buckets of drywall compound. I just wanted something small and portable that I could easily remove and replace the screws on the service and access panels, and maybe occasionally run some warm drive clamps on some of the drain lines. So as I looked around at the different offerings from DeWalt, Kita, Milwaukee, and a few others, Bosch seemed to come in with the smallest size footprint and the lightest weight for all the other drills in this class. So that was really the biggest determining factor for me. One of the things that I really like about a drill versus an impact gun for this application is that I can set the clutch down to a soft setting. That way when I'm replacing screws on these service panels, I can reduce the risk of stripping out the sheet metal threads. Also, this still gives me the option of powering down to the first gear and still driving some pretty heavy screws. I've driven 3-inch deck screws, even I've driven some of the big construction lags. Maybe it's not the best tool for the job, but in a pinch, it can do the trick. I've also used it on occasion for mixing small batches of paint, just in a 1-gallon pail with a small paddle mixer. Again, it's not the ideal tool for the job, but if your needs are more for lightweight work and occasionally you have a few heavy tasks, this can be pressed into service for those things just as well. I found this drill to have a pretty decent battery life. Both when I'm not using it, or maybe I don't use it for 2 weeks at a time, and then I go and pick it up and go to use it, it still has a full battery. Also, when I'm using it on a regular basis, it seems to put out a sustained power band through the whole charge of the battery and doesn't have a steep tail off when the battery's starting to die. It also has a little 3-light battery indicator there to let me know when the battery is getting a little bit low and it's time to change it. You might have seen also that there's a little light there right in front of the trigger, as most drills today have, and that can be especially helpful in a dark corner or working behind a piece of equipment where it's hard to get another flashlight back there. There is also a extended battery pack that you can get for these. The one that comes with it is a 2 amp hour. Actually, this drill came with two 2 amp hour batteries. You can get a battery pack that I believe is a 4 amp hour that, again, slides up in the handle, but then has a big square base hanging off the end of it. And again, that can be a good compromise between a full-size drill and this. It just adds a little bit of battery length and life to this little drill. So if you're looking for a big drill with a lot of power and long battery life, this one's not going to cut it. However, if your main concerns are lightweight, ease of handling, and portability, I'd check this little drill out. It could be just what you need. Now, I haven't compared this Bosch side by side to all the other major brands, but I have a feeling at the end of the day they'd be about the same. They all have their little quirks, their little ups and downs, but they all get the job done. If you don't have any cordless power tools and this would be your first cordless tool purchase, I would really step back and instead of just focusing on the aspects of each individual tool or the one tool that you're looking at, I would step back and look at the whole collection, the whole product line, and see if you were to expand your collection, what would be the next tools that you would get and who has the best selection for what your needs might be. There's nothing more irritating than having 6 different cordless tools that take 4 different kinds of batteries. So I would figure out what brand you're going to get and stick with that brand no matter what kind of cordless tools you're buying. If I had it to do over again, I would buy this drill with one exception. They make this drill just as I bought it, with a drill, 2 batteries, and a charger. Not long after I bought this, I realized that I could have bought a drill, 2 batteries, a charger, and the impact version of this same thing for I think $25 or $30 more. there are occasions when an impact driver would be really handy. So again, if you're looking at a single tool, look at what other options are around it in a combo pack, and you might be able to get an extra tool that could be really handy for just a couple bucks extra. That wraps it up for today. Comment below and let us know what your favorite tools are when it comes to house repair and maintenance. Join us next time when we'll bring you more tools and techniques to get the job done.